Joshua 1:9. Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not tremble or be dismayed, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. After Moses died, God commanded Joshua to lead the Israelites into the land of Canaan, where the Israelites would finally have rest from wandering through the wilderness of the Sinai Peninsula. Joshua didn't hesitate. He immediately sent 2 spies to Jericho, a fortified city on the edge of the Jordan River, to ascertain its weaknesses. Prior to the entrance of the spies into the city, the king of Jericho had learned of Joshua's plans to besiege them. The king searched the city for the 2 spies and made plans for thwarting Israel's imminent attack. But help came from an unlikely individual, a Gentile believer named Rahab, a woman who was not an Israelite but had heard of God's powerful deeds protecting Israel. Rahab feared God. Joshua 2:10-11. Rahab has been called a harlot or prostitute, depending on the translation. The Hebrew word from the text is zanah, Joshua 2:1, which means to commit adultery and was used to describe one who was a member of the oldest profession. This word also described how Israel treated their relationship to God later in the Old Testament. The word zanah is similar to the Hebrew word zanab, which means to wag or flap, as in wagging a tail or flapping a tongue. One could imagine that perhaps Rahab received her reputation not as much from promiscuity, but from a lack of discretion that was expected from women at that time. We see this today in modern culture. Outspoken women accused of degeneracy as an extrapolation of their pointed or direct manner of speaking. Regardless of her history, the king of Jericho knew of Rahab and her encounter with the Israelite spies. But Rahab covered for them and helped them get back to Joshua safely. A known man of God, Joshua, and a more worldly woman who professed her belief, Rahab, paved the way for the fruition of God's promised plan. Against all odds, Jericho fell to the Israelites, and Rahab saved herself and her family from destruction. This is what God asks of us. No matter how difficult the circumstances, regardless of perceived overwhelming hopelessness, be strong and believe that the Master of all things, the universal sovereign, has it all under control. Let him hold you in his hands. No one else is more capable. All that he asks is that we quell our fear and trust in him.